The cast of Fast and the Furious should drive fake cars? Which strict rule threw The Rock out of the Fast saga? What did Michelle Rodriguez have to do to stay in the franchise? Hi, let's start. Drive toy cars. Whether you love or hate the Fast and the Furious, there is no doubt that the cars in the movies are just amazing. Who wouldn't want to drive Dom's iconic Dodge Charger? Even Vin Diesel wanted it. So his colleagues gave him the Dodge for his birthday. Was he happy? Diesel couldn't find the words.
What? He's speechless.
However, the actors of the franchise didn't drive these posh cars all the time. The reason why is pretty obvious, as it was just too dangerous for the cast to do all those wild stunts themselves. So if you thought they really attached parachutes to the expensive cars and flew them instead of driving, we're sorry to disappoint you. The truth is way more boring than the movies, as they use a high-powered truck with a long chassis in the back. The bodies of the custom cars in the movie could be interchanged. The stunt driver actually drives the high-speed truck, while the actor just sits behind the wheel and pretends to drive. It looks like they were really driving at dangerous speeds in the movies, but photos from behind the scenes shatter that illusion. Prepare to be resurrected. The Fast and the Furious lives in a weird universe where cars can fly and characters are resurrected. When Lefty died in the fourth part of the franchise, fans were shocked.
You know, there's this taboo in Hollywood. You do TV, you're gonna die.
Really?
And that came out to be true.
But the rumor is that Michelle Rodriguez was even more shocked than us when she found out that her character was actually still alive in Fast 5. Her death happened off-screen at first, but Dom later visits the place where she passed away, and we see his version of what happened. Oh, poor Dom. If he only knew that in the movies, off-screen deaths often mean that character is still alive. The creators have used this loophole more than once to resurrect a character. Han Solo is another character whose death we believed for years. However, we saw him in the F9 trailer, which means that Justin Lin somehow brought him back to life. His return in F9 is touted as being the justice that fans asked for. It was revealed that Deckard Shaw was responsible for Han's demise, so Justin Lin had to get redemption for Han, and Sung Kang came back to the franchise. Don't fall in love with cars. The Fast and the Furious universe is all about the cool cars, the power of family, and Vin Diesel. The cast can get attached to the second and third things, however, there is a problem with the first one. Imagine if you got to work with a gorgeous black and orange Mazda RX-7 Veilside, and at the end of the day, it was just destroyed. They wrecked 350 cars during the shooting of Fast and Furious 6. Now we understand where all the money went. Remember when, in Furious 7, Dom destroyed a W Motors Lycan Hypersport in Abu Dhabi when he drove the car out the window of the building? It's definitely one of the craziest moments in the franchise, not only because of the whole absurdity of the situation, but because of the cost of the car. Yes, it was a real car, and it cost $3.5 million. Multiple copies of Vin Diesel's iconic Dodge Charger have also somehow been destroyed. Is it just my heart that hurts? Stay in shape. The Fast and the Furious' actors have to be in perfect shape all the time, and they have to train a lot to achieve such impressive results. In his 2010 interview for Men's Health, Paul Walker admitted that he spends 3 hours a day on martial arts training. The Paul Walker workout routine started each day with 2 hours of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Immediately following that, he did 1 hour of Muay Thai kickboxing. If that isn't enough for you, the late actor spent an additional 2 hours playing basketball, canoeing, or another active sport. The other actors also spend a lot of time in the gym. The Rock is famous for his insane workouts and diets. When I first started working with Johnson, he was spending too much time in the gym, which was a little counterproductive, so I had to try to limit him to a really intense 45 to 60 minutes, said Dave Rienzi, Johnson's trainer. And all that overtime in the gym can sometimes lead to injuries. As The Rock recently shared, taste your blood, keep training, and stitch up later. Rules of the house. Johnson typically hits the gym at around 4 or 5 a.m. for some cardio. After eating breakfast, he does weight training for an hour and a half. I love putting in that hard work as early as possible to get my day started off on the right foot mentally and physically, he told Bodybuilding. He also eats about 6,000 calories a day, which helps him to stay in shape. Can you imagine that amount of food? Be ready for crazy stunts. Stunts in Fast and Furious are just beyond any expectations. Many believe that Dom and the others wouldn't be able to survive after some of their tricks, but it's easier to accept the Fast family if we think of them as superheroes instead of mere people with flesh and bones. Of course, it isn't easy playing the real-life heroes. There are a lot of stuntmen who help the cast achieve their incredible level of stunts. However, it isn't the safest work in the world. Joe Watts, a 32-year-old stuntman, was seriously injured on the set of F9. The stunt required that he be thrown over the shoulder of another stunt performer over the side of a balcony approximately 25 feet high. It went wrong, and he was put in a coma for 5 days and is still recovering from his brain trauma. Obviously, the cast do way safer stunts, however, they still put themselves at risk every day. It can take the filmmakers months to plan out a complex fight sequence or freeway chase, so all those long hours of martial arts training are really important. It isn't enough to just be strong to play in the Fast saga, you have to know how to fight too. With many action parts revolving around hand-to-hand combat between two characters, they have to spend hours learning the fight choreography. Be a part of the family. Fast and Furious is famous not only because of the movies, but also because of the warm relationships between the cast. The multiple photos of the cast's Instagram show how close they are in real life. In interviews, Vin Diesel refers to Paul Walker as his brother and always insists that Paul's demise was a big loss for him. "We were each other's lifelines," he added. "Whenever we had problems, we had each other." Of course, the Fast family is more than just Paul and Diesel's deep relationship. Jordana Brewster is also pretty close to Vin Diesel, as in July 18, she wished him a very sweet happy birthday. "My big brother on screen and off. I cherish your friendship and guidance always," she wrote. Apparently, Vin Diesel is the heart and soul of the family, and he always does his best for his colleagues. When Natalie Emanuel joined the cast in 2015, Diesel even invited her to spend Thanksgiving with his family. He didn't want Natalie to spend the family holiday in a hotel by herself. That says it's all already about the people, the person that Vin is and his family are. So diva demands on the set of Fast and Furious are definitely banned. Be sweet and professional with the other actors or you're out. The Rock and Vin Diesel had a massive fight on the set of The Fate of the Furious and didn't even shoot any scenes together. They wrote mysterious posts on social media, each accusing the other. As a result, we won't see Dwayne Johnson in F9, and the two actors haven't spoken in months. Get a driver's license. Some Fast and Furious stars didn't have their driver's licenses, which seems weird. Can you imagine a movie about cars, speed, and superhero racers with actors who can't even drive a car? Well, Michelle Rodriguez and Jordana Brewster were cast despite not having their driver's licenses. At the end of the day, though, both ladies had to pass a driver's test to stay in the Fast and the Furious franchise. If they hadn't done this, they would have been dropped from the movie due to insurance requirements. However, the driver's license became a source of problems for Michelle Rodriguez, who became a real-life street racer. In 2006, she even spent 5 days in jail due to her drunken driving. However, her troubles were far from over. The very next year, she spent 180 days in jail because of her continuous disrespectful driving. Can you believe it? She's totally a tomboy. On the set of Furious 7, Michelle revealed that being girlish isn't her style.
Yeah, this is the first time in my entire career that I actually dressed like a girl.
Although she was gorgeous in this sophisticated red dress. Are you waiting for F9? Let us know in the comments and subscribe to our channel.